you're strangling me, Doodles.
Doodles is strangling you?
Yeah, she's trying to pull my headset off with her claws and climbing on me.
Oh no.
So now she's pissed off Kitty. Hello, baby. Because I had to grab her because her dew claw got caught in my headphone cable. So hello, everybody. Welcome to Blue Mondays. My Russian blue is ticked off.
She looks like she wants head pets.
Would you like head pets? Will that make it better? Will that make it better, Doodles? I'm holding you until you calm down. Until you get rid of airplane ears. You see that?
Yeah, I see them.
That's pissed off airplane ears. Okay. I'm feeling purring now.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, Doodles is being crunchy kitty because she jumped up on me and got tangled up in the headset, and then when I tried to detangle her, she did not like that. Is that right? You did not like that? Are you better now? Are you better? Are we better now? Are we better now?
Are you going down there, baby, or do you want? Oh no, you want more of that. Yes, you do.
Oh,
Oh, that is all of the. Yes, that is exactly what she wants.
she is a jowl lover. She loves the neck and jowls. She doesn't like me getting around her ears too much these days. I still haven't fully resolved the ear mite issue. You go right.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I hear baby oil is really good for that.
I'm nervous about that, but I'll try it at some point. Look at the baby. It's the Doodles, the crunchy kitty.
Oh, look at that. So loving.
Looking right
So
at it.
loving all that love. Oh, so happy. Look at that. Oh yeah. That is a happy expression going on right there.
Uh-huh.
No airplane ears. Just loving the pets.
Oh, do I hear a tippy?
Yeah.
Do I hear a tippy?
Is there a watermelon walking over there?
A watermelon. Is that what Tippy looks like? He looks like a gray watermelon.
He's getting there.
You have no idea how much purring is going on right now.
I can see the contentment in Doodle's face right now.
Oh.
That is a very happy expression.
Yeah, you better now.
That is satisfaction right there.
Are you better now, Doodles? Are we better?
Looks like it. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh,
Let me see if I can get that purring on the microphone.
Right there. Oh, so good. She's got just the sweetest, happiest expression on her face right now. She's just absolutely pleased.
She is insufferably pleased with herself.
Yes, she is. I can just see that expression of just pure delight on that kitty face of hers. It's absolutely adorable.
Gameplay will resume later.
Damn.
It's cat time.
Yeah, it's definitely cat time.
Especially since it's Doodles.
Yes, it's a Doodles.
A second-hand Doodles.
That's right.
Slightly crunchy elder kitty. She's very crispy. She gets very crispy sometimes.
Oh, but she's so happy right now. Like whatever. Like this is like she's in her happy place at the moment.
Yeah, when I first signed on though, she bit me because because I'm like, I'm trying to untangle you, and she's like, nah.
She's like, fuck you.
Yeah, she was having none of that.
Absolutely none of it.
All right, so I will continue petting the cat. My formal news will begin shortly. My ad starts in 24 seconds. For those of you who are non-subscribers, exporting everything over to YouTube because fuck Twitch. And of course, no matter what order I send it over, they all process at different rates, so they're all the videos are now jumbled. So I have to go through and edit all of the titles to make sure that A, they fit, because YouTube's title length is shorter.
Right.
And B, to reorganize them all into playlists because they're out of sequence. They're a non sequitur, right, Doodles? We got a Snowy skulking around over here. All right, Doodles. I'm too warm.
Oh, there we go.
I'm too warm. Come here. Come here, Dorcas. Oh.
Doodles has decided.
Now, look at this big dork.
Oh, there's the big Snowy! Oh, he's just so big, so handsome.
He's struggling.
You're such a handsome boy, Snowy.
He is not a cuddler. He does not want to be here.
Oh, he's still a kitten. He just wants to do nothing but play.
Look up, buddy. Come on. Your adoring fans want to see your face. Oh, nope. Here we go. Gently put him down so he doesn't get mangled by the Doodles, who is lurking right there. Ad break ends in 50 seconds. So for those of
ads start in like 12, so anybody needs to grab something to eat or drink or whatever. It seems like it might be a bit of a quiet day.
Oh well.
It's okay.
Well, yeah, so naturally the video clip that is 1 minute and 43 seconds uploaded instantly.
Of course.
I don't want to get into the explanation of this until I formally,
start everything. Yeah, no, I get you.
Mm-hmm. So no Riker this week?
No.
Alright, I will repost you on Blue Sky, the BS app.
That's right.
It's not Mac Palafin, that'll take you somewhere totally different.
But it sounds like we both have stories to relate today.
Oh yeah. Alright, fine, fuck it, I'll take the trip bundles. Jesus Christ. I hate them, but the situation is dire this week. Alright, I'm back from ad. So hello everybody, story time. So apparently on Friday while I was asleep, TPD was looking for me, not because I did anything wrong. They said they wanted to get information about a rider, and I'm like, bro, I did 99 rides last week. I don't remember any of them, with one notable exception, and it's not the one they're looking for.
No.
Oh.
So they were trying to get info on somebody who had been a fare of yours, basically.
Well, they're like, well, I'm sure you'll remember this one because you took them through the Taco Bell drive-thru, and I said, you just described 6 rides.
Yeah. Which one?
Yeah.
Do you know their order?
Which Taco Bell? I'm ADHD, so everything that I remember, I have an eidetic photographic memory. Unfortunately, unlocking it requires special associations. So you're going to have to give me a lot more details than you're used to giving material witnesses.
Yeah.
Don't play games with me. Just, be straight with me, and we'll be fine. So I finally got a hold of him on Saturday, and then he all of a sudden didn't seem so nearly pressed. It's like they came to my house. They called both of my phones and left messages. They called my parents' house and talked to my dad. Well, we saw his car and banged on the door and he didn't answer. Is it really that important? Jesus. police procedural does not proceed the way it goes on Law and Order. That's a very orderly affair, and this is anything but. So I still really don't know what they want. I was supposed to have a phone interview today.
They never called.
No, and I'm not going to press it. You know, for those of you unfamiliar with U.S. law, my state has the dubious distinction of being the reason we have Miranda law in the first place. You know, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney will be appointed for you.
Yes.
You know, Miranda versus Arizona. That's why we have Miranda rights readings. Because it's basically a reiteration of our Fifth Amendment right to not self-incriminate.
Right.
But it also specifies we don't have to assist the police. Not that I have any objection to it, it's just, I hate to say this while there's the specter of something possibly still going on, but cops lie.
No, that's true, they do.
And if they can get an expedient win in their book, they don't care if justice is served. All they care about is closing cases. And it's really disgusting because policing is a service, not a profit. Not a business, yes. So this idea that they have quotas and they have to justify police officers' salaries by making them constantly, you know, as we say in retail, ABCs, always be closing. And that's a general statement. It's just, you know, and it's just the inefficiency of it all. You know, I didn't hear the phone ring, so I couldn't get this over with. Whatever the hell it is. So,
Right.
and like I said, for privacy reasons, the thing I thought they were calling me about, I can't even tell you what it is. I have to be completely vague and let you wonder forever.
Glorious.
But it wasn't that. Oh yeah, you drove around a guy and two gals. You just described 45 rides.
Yeah. You drove around some people. Yes, that is what I do for a living.
And you took them to Taco Bell. Oh, well, you narrowed it down to 3.
That day in particular.
Yeah. So, yeah. The other thing I'm sweating right now is I thought I had the rent together, and then things got slow, and I had to pay my insurance and my cable bill, my internet bill, and now I'm just stuck behind.
Again.
Yep. I have to have it in by Thursday morning at 9 o'clock, or I'm fucked.
How short are you again?
A lot. We'll see how much I make over the next 2 days. I probably got, and I had a tire blowout.
Oh no.
So I'm driving on the donut. So I am on the wings of angels right now. So if anybody wants to, and you know what's really bad about it is, unless somebody joins my Patreon or contributes to my coffee, it's not Ko-Fi, it's coffee. They have a coffee cup. It says, buy me a coffee. Like even my Twitch payout, which I think I'm finally getting one this month,
Right.
will come too late. Well, will it? Let's take a look here. You know, this is not me just idly bitching for no reason or anything like that. It's just, you know, typical. So I didn't sleep right all weekend, which means I wasn't able to do $300 on Saturday and Sunday. each, respectively, which would have helped out immensely. Look, I will admit my own culpability in this. They had EcoFlow Delta 2 power stations on sale, marked down from $7.99 to $4.99 at Lowe's, and I needed one. It's just that, once again, everything was slow, and so I wasn't able to make up the gap in time, because I had like $925 at that point, and I wasn't able to make up the gap, but I needed power.
Right.
And this was an incredible deal. And then I've been like fucking around with this police thing, and God knows, whatever the hell they want. Oh, we just want to know, like how drunk they were, this and that. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't pay attention to people. I'm ADHD. I completely compartmentalize everything in order to function in society. Because otherwise I get overstimulated, and that's just a bad day for everybody.
Right.
So yeah, so I got the EcoFlow here, and I've had to constantly reconfigure my solar panels because I apparently have been having up at the wrong angle. My battery bank, for some reason, is not staying charged. So I really haven't even been using it. I don't even know. And the wind keeps blowing my fold-out solar panels from my Predator power station off the top of my array, so that it's laying face down on the lawn, not charging the battery bank.
Right.
So I reconfigured the whole thing. I've got all three panels now at a 28-degree angle. I've got my small array of my original panels that I bought at Harbor Freight off to the side, out of the way. Yes, cranky. And the Predator's now, the Predator 200 watt one is now on the ground. So hopefully it's at a better angle to collect more sun, because it wasn't charging fast enough. And I spent the whole weekend, while I was sitting on the can, researching solar. And trying to keep my cats off each other's throats because I keep running out of cat food. Stop it. Anyway. Your turn.
Yes, I had my nephew come over this weekend, so I had company, and I was sitting, and they like basically making us watch a bunch of YouTube videos um, that I had never seen before. Um, talking about analog horror, if you're familiar with that. Basically, it was a kind of a Let's React video series. But I'm sitting there, like, I'm kind of interested in the lore behind the general analog horror stuff, even though it was kind of dumb. Like, it wasn't well written, but I was kind of like, some of the ideas are interesting from a horror standpoint, because I'm a horror fan, so I'm like, okay. So I'm like reading the wikis, and all of a sudden I start feeling really, really strange, and my jaw sort of starts to hurt. So I reach over, and I find that I have this swelling behind my jaw, and it's, I thought it was just a swollen lymph node at first. Like, I thought, oh shit, I just got over a cold. Am I getting sick again? But to my dismay, it continued to swell, and it continued to swell rapidly, like it was getting bigger and bigger and bigger, like in time.
So it was an abscess, wasn't it?
No, actually it wasn't. But it basically, the swelling started to spread, and it also began to go numb. So like my throat began to go numb, my face began to go numb, and it was swelling all the way over to from like my right ear, like under my right ear. It was like basically like, imagine it was like there was like a hose that was put into like the bottom of my ear, and it was just filling my face up like a water balloon.
Oh boy.
And this kind of just sent me. I guess it was shock, or maybe it was just the pressure, the sudden change in pressure on the nerves in my face. Like, I have had those nerves affected before, because I had Bell's palsy at one point in the side of my face.
Right.
I don't know what the hell, but it kind of just sent me. So
Wow.
And I've been there since like 2 a.m. So that was a long time to sit in basically silence, listening to my nephew and my husband heckle each other. And then, you know, like having a 15-year-old sit there in a hospital for that long. Didn't want to go home. I offered several times, but not interested in going back home, but sat there. Eventually, I got seen by the doctor when the doctor changed out in the morning. I got seen by the new guy who came in, and it turns out my salivary glands were blocked and infected.
Oh, yay.
So basically the salivary glands, like where your saliva comes from, had gotten some kind of debris or stone or something kind of lodged in there, and of course every time you salivate, it just inflates. So
My favorite.
That was what.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No,
you're fine.
That was what caused the swelling, and I needed, and because of the blockage, there was probably, and the pain was likely an infection had developed. Either it was hard to tell if it was a chicken or egg thing, like whether the infection caused the stone or the stone caused the infection. Nobody knows. So basically, they gave me these incredible horse pill antibiotics and told me that I should be I'm doctorally mandated to have sour candies until it clears up to keep my salivary glands like working overtime to clear this shit out. But what he thought the dizziness and the kind of the disorientation and everything that I was feeling is that basically because of the pressure on the nerves, I already have vertigo. I suffer from vertigo on and off.
Right.
It just basically triggered a really severe bout of vertigo. So I'm like, if you've ever had vertigo, it is the literal worst. It is absolutely awful. So I'm saying that one of the reasons why they called the ambulance is I couldn't walk because of the vertigo. Like, I didn't know it was vertigo at the time. I was just completely gone, I was just barely holding my shit together, but I couldn't walk. Like, my legs just weren't working. So they held me out of the house and got me there. I'll have to pay a little bit for that. You still have to pay for ambulances in Canada. You just don't have to pay ridiculous money for an ambulance. I believe for if you go with the ambulance, you only have to pay $50, which isn't too bad.
I always love coughing up tonsil stones.
Yeah, normally these are related to tonsil stones. Like, they're more common if you have tonsils and tonsil stones. Funny thing is, I don't have tonsils.
Yeah, I still have mine. Tonsil stones are awful. They're like coughing up a wad of plaque.
Yeah, I've seen what they I know other people who've had them. I've seen what they look like, but I was almost killed by my tonsils at the age of 12, so they kind of just yeeted them for me.
Speaking of getting yeeted, listen.
So toxic.
Is it Sparkle Ball? Is it Sparkle Ball? Did you bring your baby to me? Yes, you did. Yes.
Sparkle Ball time.
See, Doodles, I don't know if you could see this, but Doodles brought me Sparkle Ball.
Doodles brought Sparkle Ball. It is throw the Sparkle Ball time, I guess.
No, I throw it. She doesn't run anymore. It's right there by my boot on the floor. Oh, there's a Snowy.
Snowy!
Get a preemptive Snowy here.
The Snowy! Such a gorgeous baby. Love Snowy. So beautiful.
Shh, I call him the Snow Dog. DAWG. But yep, there's Doodles looking at Sparkle Ball. Sort of. You can't really see her. She's behind the ring light, so you can't see her.
Aww.
What? Get up there. Get up there, big dork. Don't be a whale keister. All right. But yeah, since I moved the internet into this room, it's been working great.
Apparently the room matters.
I guess. I thought being in the front room closer to the commercial tower would be better, but I guess not.
Maybe there's something over there somewhere that kind of interferes with things.
I don't know. But being in the windowsill, I couldn't close the blinds anyway, and I got weirdos in my neighborhood.
That's fair.
Yeah, I missed the window to return that power station just in case I could get that $500 back temporarily and buy it again later.
Oh no.
But yeah, they only do 48 hours on generators.
Oh no.
Yep. Like I said, I couldn't beat the price unless I tried to get it off of like TikTok Shop or something like that. But you know the risks involved in that with U.S. customs. I guess we've lowered our tariffs to China back to 30%.
Yeah, I heard that there was some kind of talk and some kind of compromise for 90 days.
It was literally Donald Trump getting panicked by the markets and reversing course. He's afraid somebody's going to take a Panzerfaust to the White House. You know? Grandpa's old World War II collection. I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him. It's like, Dad, don't. It's like, I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him. Okay. This is not a good place to be, folks. Just FYI. We're not in a good place right now.
In an interesting situation. We're all in a very interesting situation at the moment, and it's not a good kind of interesting.
I did enjoy watching Mark Carney dog walk Donald Trump, though. That was funny. At their little Oval Office meeting.
The little Oval Office thing where he's mouthing never, never, never.
Yeah. but also the fact that he did the expression and then immediately and very gently corrected Donald Trump, to where even J.D. Vance was like, he was looking down like, yeah, I can't fight this guy.
Well, the thing about like Mark Carney is like he's a dude who's been dealing with these kind of people for literally decades in finance.
He looks at them like they owe him money because he's a banker.
Exactly.
He's not a politician. He's a banker.
He's like an equity fund like dude who's like constantly been dealing with all of the financial crises over the last however many 20, 30 years. Right?
He was directly responsible for managing Brexit. He was appointed specifically by the Queen of England, the Queen of England and the United Kingdom, to manage Brexit.
That mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As the.
It's one of those things where it's like, I think probably seen everything at this point.
What was his official title? The manager general of the Bank of England or something like that.
Bank of Canada, I think.
No, he was the Bank of England. While he was.
Yeah, he's done a bunch of stuff for England, but he also worked for the Bank of Canada. But
well, yeah, that too, but still.
He's been a banker. He's worked with people with lots of money. He kind of knows his way around.
Hedge fund dudes are.
He's been around the block. He's just kind of like this really low-key dude. Like he doesn't want to really. He's never been really like he's not like somebody who wants to be in the spotlight. He's actually a lot more like he's a little more on the conservative side than I'm generally comfortable with, but I think he's the right guy for the job right now.
Yeah, well, you see, here's the deal. It's like General Martok says, some people seek greatness. Truly great people have it thrust upon them. I think actually Worf said that, but that's beside the point. Might have been Genghis Khan. I don't know who the hell actually originally said that, but it was in Star Trek somewhere. Everything important I learned about life, I learned from Star Trek.
Yeah.
Don't be looking for life lessons in Star Wars. There's my controversial hot take of the evening. All right, so what are we playing here?
Well, I'm playing Farah right now because I needed to retain her name.
What's her level range?
In terms of survival, she's like 31. She's supposed to be a scrapper, so her survivability at this level is a little dubious.
Hmm.
But so you want to play something probably either tanky or supporty. I mean, she deals some damage, but
Well, let's see. We've got Spectral Harmony as my Symphony Control Dominator. Level 30. I got a couple iterations of Super Mackenzie, but they're both a little lower level. Have I gained levels on Chill and Frost? Can everybody hear me on stream? I want to make sure that everything's broadcasting correctly.
I don't even know if we've got anybody watching right now.
I've got one viewer, it says.
I've got a few people.
Oh, did you hear the trend going around on TikTok? Apparently now gingers are black.
What?
Yeah, all gingers are now considered black. We've been adopted by the black community.
You soulless bastard.
and I have a lot of freckles, so that means that I've been claiming souls.
It says that everybody who's riding in your car, you're just claiming theirs.
Gotcha. Yeah. So yeah, I still don't get an N-word pass, but that's all right. I don't need it. I have much funnier stuff to say instead, so.
Right, well, there you go.
And apparently, non-gingers no longer allowed to use the G word. So there was a redheaded guy with his orange cat, and he says, "Yep, just a black dude and his black cat." And I was like, "Okay." I figured I'd mention that as long as we're not getting canceled for saying it now. You know what's funny is my ex used to get very upset with me for making a sort of syllogistic comparison between being a redhead and being black. I said, we're born into it. We didn't have a choice in the matter. We can't take off the costume. People marginalize us constantly and make outlandish stereotypes about us. There's a lot of similarities, so I'm very sympathetic to the cause. And she's like, "That's not right! You can't say that!" And I'm like, "Well, yes, I can."
I mean, I guess you could be sympathetic.
I now am officially invited to the cookout, thank you very much.
There you go.
As long as I don't put raisins in the potato salad, for Christ's sake. Who the fuck puts raisins in potato salad? What, Germans?
What the hell? Don't put raisins in anything.
Ugh. You eat raisins out of the box, that's it. In case you're bunched up. That's it.
It's supposed to be prunes.
Raisins work too. Craisins are also really good. Cranberry, cranberry raisins are actually very good for digestion as well.
Are they?
And they're a delightful little treat for your chinchilla.
There you go.
Yeah.
Chinchilla.
We're here for the pet news, Nobody really gives a shit about our gameplay anymore.
Now we're just here for the animals. I got an ad starting in about 45 seconds. If you are listening and watching, it's a good time to grab yourself a drink or a snack or go to the bathroom. And if you'd like to join us, all you gotta do is send me a tell to Farah.
Yeah, I was watching a couple of videos because I apparently needed to bulk up on my on the handbook. Now that I'm black. Notice how I say this with a shrug, right? Because I'm still cautious about this whole thing. As a Gen Xer,
I would be too.
As a Gen Xer, regardless of complexion and or genetic mutations that cause hair color.
Yeah, I would be very careful. TikTok trends aside, I would just.
It's infected the gram too. It's all. My feed is nothing but.
Just go whole hog on.
My feed is nothing but black people claiming us and redheads embracing it. They're like, we're just happy to belong somewhere. We're just happy somebody wants us. Because everybody's like, oh, I don't want nothing to do with those redheads. Okay. They're all crazy.
Alright, who you gonna bring on?
Could bring on Witchy Wizard with her beam rifle. Glonky is still level 33. You know what? We were having a good time with Glonky last week.
Yeah, sure. Why not bring Glonky
on? Yep. So yeah. So for those of you who just tuned in, my answer is that I'm cautiously grateful for the inclusion. I believe, somewhere near Blythe Square because I heard the music in Steel Canyon, so.
Yeah, I'm just gonna invite you to the table. There we go.
It's like.
I'm actually currently taking out a very old mission, so this is all gray, but it's fine to kind of just get it out of the way.
By the way, did you know that Malcolm X was a ginger?
Really?
Yeah, swear to God, he had red hair. Like actual red hair. It wasn't bleached, it wasn't dyed. I'm not used to seeing color photos of him though. Most of the photos that we have of Malcolm X are black and white. But then somebody showed a color photo of him and I was like, well shit. But yeah, for those of you just joining us, I'm reading up on the handbook as we speak of the do's and don'ts of what I'm allowed to do. Apparently, I have to know people at the cookout. It's like I always have to ask who's there, because and I'm only allowed to eat the food prepared by people I know. That's one of the rules I just learned. Yeah, I was like, oh man, this is giving me social anxiety. Thanks for the inclusion. I hate this. You put the wrong kind of spotlight on me. Alright, so where are we going? Kings Row?
Yeah, I'm in Kings Row right now, doing this last Skulls mission to defeat the bad guy. It's gonna be quick, it's not gonna be hard.
Alright, so here we go. Let's try not to get stuck on the bus stop. Oh. I got some kind of notification there. Oh, Riker just redeemed hats off to you, so I have to take off my hat. Yep. And hydrate.
Oh, okay. Wasn't sure. I've never seen that alarm come up before. I thought you were not going to be here today, Riker, for some reason. I thought you were off today.
Ah, damn it, my camera locked up. So now my camera stopped working.
Not your stream, though. Just the camera.
Right. Son of a bitch! Yeah, it just stopped.
For no reason.
Macintosh OBS, my favorite. Video capture device. Properties. Nope, it's just dead. Well, no camera this week, folks. But I promise you, I took the hat off. And I took a drink.
Oh, there you go.
Hold on while I make some disgusting sucking noise. There. Now you heard me hydrate and you got some disgusting ASMR. Shit. Well, that's okay. As long as people can hear me, that's the important thing. And Glonky does not have a proper travel power, so I have to go creatively get up this goddamn wall. Oh, I found a badge. I found a badge! That's the... Alright, jump pack, go!
If you're going to join us, Ranker, I would say Final Stand or Jeremiah.
Indeed.
I do not want bubbles when I'm playing Pharah because I can't, because it forces all the bad guys away and I have to run after them.
Yeah, and Glonky is also a melee character. She has pets, but they are somewhat limited.
Yeah. I am switching a Max right now. Max is desiring all the pets right now.
I can't show off my kitties anymore.
No, I mean I could
Pancakey.
Usually on the floor. Yes, he pancakes himself on the desk. He also sploots sometimes, just like a dog, which is actually pretty hilarious.
Oh, I just ran past you apparently. All right, hold on. Let me summon my minions before you open the door. Remember, I have no heals, so.
No, I know. This character is a regen character, so I'm used to dying a lot with her. So.
All right, I do have a handful of greens in my inventory, so we're not.
I don't think will be a huge problem because these are very these guys are.
I will tank these sumbitches. Yeah, I'm getting no XP for them at all.
No, I'm just clearing this out basically. So, but we shouldn't have to die because this kind of helps me remember how to play this character a little bit.
Glonky the snake. Glonky the snake and her arachnobots. I'm just gonna turn on all of my enhancement abilities.
I imagine you should be able to take care of these things quickly.
Oh.
Oh.
Sinister music.
What is
I think this is the one where they set the place on fire.
You don't understand what I'm trying to accomplish here. There's the guy, he's like running around.
I hit him hard.
But he's not letting me do anything. Oh, save the faculty manager, the facilities manager. You have to find the guy. Who the fuck is he?
I think he's either over here or something. I'm taking some minor damage here.
Yeah, I'm just looking for the dude. I don't know where he is. Over here.
Sometimes he's by the back door over.
You see him?
Here he is.
Oh, he was back there.
I'm just gonna let my arachnobots fuck with these guys.
We have to get out of here. It's gonna blow any second. You gonna follow? Dude.
You lead him out, and I.
Oh no, he's got oh, he's okay. Oh, good. Is he on me?
Yeah.
Is he following me even though I'm there he is. Yeah, he's not a walker. Thank God.
We got a runner.
Thank God. Just run through the.
I'm gonna stay here with the other guy. I'm burning a little bit, but that's alright.
Forget about. Come on, facilities manager. I want to say faculty. It's not faculty. It's facility. Come on, dude. Door. Get out. There we go. Badge earned. Yay. Reward merit. Okay, that's worth it. Even if I didn't get much XP, it's like, oh yeah, reward merit. Fuck yeah.
I'm standing here looking at the dude. He's still on fire.
I mean, yeah, he is still on fire.
Okay.
Attacks are beneath my notice. Alright, so I'm gonna have to go somewhere else. Let's go back to the train. Like over here. Go to somewhere like, I don't know, Briggs or something, I guess. Alright, come on.
We'll board the midnight train going anywhere.
Yeah, we'll go on Briggs. Ah! I still need like a power that changes her into like a wolf instead of a coyote. Let's see. There we go.
So do we not have a healer in the bunch?
No. We can try and see if this works. If we've got enough damage, we don't necessarily need a healer.
So we're doing it in bricks? Well,
Yeah, I went to Briggs.
so you don't have any missions, I see.
Meet Officer Nader.
Ugh. What's he doing? Contaminating the nuts and corn?
Apparently, leading some Sky Raiders to do some evil or something.
Insisting everybody drive electric cars powered by solar panels?
Tesla alternative has just dropped.
Yeah. I'm just making fun of Ralph Nader because, you know, he was the spoiler before Jill Stein.
Yeah.
Him and Dennis Kucinich and their tinfoil hat brigade. But, you know, I gotta tell you, they were the only true progressives in American politics. Like, actual people running for office. The rest of them are all posers. We don't have a true leftist in the bunch. Even AOC and Bernie Sanders, even AOC and Bernie Sanders, by global standards, are just left of center.
Yeah.
You know, we have some citizens in this country who consider themselves to be leftist, but as far as like actual serious people in politics, at best, they are progressive Democrats.
We have some similar. At least, I would say our NDP party is somewhat left, but it's still not like truly like leftist. It's like
Yeah.
better than.
Why is everything fucking green?
Turned on the filter.
Oh, you're being shot at. I still got 1:11 before my bots come back. Is your wolf pretty much cosmetic? He's just there for intimidation factor.
Yeah, apparently.
Let me turn off the running so that way I still have some endurance.
Gas them.
Exactly. That, which is... You didn't get to hear, Riker, about my misadventures in the hospital, did you?
No, I didn't.
I ended up in the hospital this weekend for 9.5 hours because my face decided to swell up like a balloon
Why?
because I had a blocked / infected salivary gland. It was funny because like I was talking to the lady in the ambulance and she's like, because it also triggered a really bad bout of like vertigo and I guess shock that kind of sent me. So I ended up in an ambulance. But I was talking to that person and they're like, you know, they're like, are you sure you don't have an allergy? And I'm like, this is not an allergy. They're like, you're usually not right. It's like usually 9 out of 10 times. And I'm like, I didn't say it, lady, but this is like going on in my head. I'm like, lady, I am a medical mystery. I am never what you think it is. Yeah, I got these like really powerful, like fuck off special antibiotics. Now after a day and a half, they start to function to get this swelling. Yesterday was really bad. Today it's not as bad as yesterday. It's still swollen, like it's still my cheek is still somewhat swollen and like under my eye. Like and actually part of it is also like my earphones sit right over where it's sore, so it's kind of keeps aggravating it, but it's definitely not as bad as it was. Like when I was really badly swollen in the beginning, like it was affecting my whole face all the way up to my nose. Like my eye was almost swollen shut, and I couldn't really talk very well because not only was my face swollen, it was numb. So like it was like trying to talk after you've been numbed by the dentist.
Well, hopefully we don't need to get this guy because I got a porter evading me.
Well, it was kind of, it's like the salivary glands in the side of my face are infected, so they're all swollen and they're not expressing properly, so like my spit is trapped in my cheek. So it's kind of inflates like a balloon. And it's kind of like, it starts like underneath the ear and then kind of goes around, like around the cheek, sort of. But I look kind of like a chipmunk.
Where the flippity flip is the path to get to the damn elevators? Oh, we have a Veryl Dries.
Okay, there were like 2 sets of conversations going on there and I got neither of them.
We've got Veryl Dries.
Oh, Ronald Dries! Are you going to join in?
We need support. We need Dr. Pukey.
Yes, that to make people feel it. Alright. But first I need to go put the milk in the fridge before it's spilled right on me. Okay, that's fair.
Speaking of
We'll
Dr.
wait.
Pukey.
Wait at the elevator.
Like I said, this is the kind of stuff that you should tell me before I wind up in the stream with you. I'm worried about it.
Like, kind of like,
Pretty bad at it. Getting stuck in there.
well, I thought if the swelling did not go down within 48 hours, I would be going back to the hospital. Because they probably have to remove this, whatever is blocking my salivary gland. But it seems like whatever the antibiotic is helping, so even if it's not dissolving, if it's being caused by a stone, maybe it's being dissolved, maybe I've expressed it and it's just taking time for the infection to drain. I've been literally doctor ordered to eat sour candies, which I find highly amusing.
Warheads.
Yeah, I got a bunch of sour keys. Like, you know, like sour keys. I actually got a chance to try like a bunch of different sour candies. I really like sour candies, so I found it really funny that I was like, "You must eat sour candies." I'm like, "Yes, sir." I will eat all the sour
Just got to go easy because we don't need you also slipping into a diabetic coma.
Yeah, well, I haven't totally gone ham.
Haven't gone off the deep end yet on the Sour Patch.
Being mindful of that, after having been tested, my blood sugar had been tested multiple times, bleeding all over the place. Like, no, honest.
You got to get
Stop poking me.
you got to get one of those little arm monitors that measures your glucose from the sweat glands.
Yeah, I don't qualify for that because I have type 2 diabetes and it's like a type 1 diabetes thing. Really?
They were advertising it for everybody here in the U.S.
I'm sure they're advertising it for everyone who can pay for it. I don't want to pay for it. They give it based on need.
Oh, so that's a universal health care limitation, not a.
The universal health care.
Not that it doesn't work.
Based on need, because you can manage your blood sugar with regular pokey stuff most of the time on type 2, unless you want to pay for the upgrade. That's kind of how it works.
Right, that's what I was saying is, so
Yeah.
it's not that it wouldn't function if you used it, it's that you're not allowed to use it under your current plan. to put it into capitalistic terms.
My diabetes is not severe enough yet to warrant it.
Right.
My management of my blood sugar on a regular basis is not that bad.
Understood.
Like that's kind of my situation. I can get it. I've gotten it mostly under control with this conventional medication, and they're not. My doctor's not super happy, but he's also not unhappy. Like, he thinks I can do better.
Oh shit.
I'm not sure about it. I keep trying, and it just doesn't happen. I don't know. My liver has been very stubborn about getting shit under control. But we'll see. I mean, one thing I've definitely learned about diabetes is that controlling blood sugar is that really interesting fracture.
Mm-hmm.
I will be in a second and just I shall invite you. There we go.
Oh, there's somebody talking over here. Officer Nader.
The city will be in ruins.
When we get all the nuts and corn growing.
Well, this version of Farah, yeah, she turns into a coyote. See, coyote.
Meanwhile, I'm shadowed by fear, death, everything.
Yeah. Jeremiah kind of reminds me of John from the comic.
Nice.
It reminds me of John Sterling a bit. If you had like chains flaring out around you, then yeah, you'd totally be John.
One day, maybe.
Maybe.
Fresh organs. I think we're almost done with the mission.
Yeah.
Gas these motherfuckers. And get knocked down in the process. But I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. It's like, thanks, I hate it. Thanks, I hate it.
I hate staircase. My fucking pet is standing there sitting on his ass. Wow.
Bunch of dudes.
They just said that like, I am a good doggy.
I just feel like he's sitting there chuckling.
Yes, absolutely judging at all times.
I'm taking out the engineer so he doesn't lay down any more bots.
Working on another engineer over here, apparently.
Yep, Glonky's standing up to these chuds pretty well.
Yeah, doing pretty good.
She's tanking oranges like nobody's business. Epic archetype, bitches!
It's time for justice.
So many casualties. It's weird.
Cigarette.
I'm trying to figure out what activates the F keys on my Macintosh keyboard.
Bad break. Sewers.
Well, at least I have stealth. That way I don't have to worry about these freak show. We can beat up on prisoners.
True. Smells like home.
Basil, this coffee tastes like shit. That's 'cause it is shit, Austin. Tastes a bit nutty.
I love punching the
Oh my god, what the hell?
and that's the last one.
Welcome to Modesto, California, motherfuckers. No idea why I said that.
Take that.
When they go low, we go lower. You're fired. Well, what about all that material we're carrying, the equipment we're carrying for charting gaseous anomalies? Thing's got to have a tailpipe. Doctor, would you care to assist me in performing surgery on a photon torpedo? Fascinating.
There's this like channel that my husband watches, and it has this guy who reads like sci-fi stories, and kind of the theme of most stories is essentially humans are space orcs.
Oh yeah?
Like talking about humans as being like death warriors that are absolutely scariest thing in the universe. It's pretty funny to hear it from that perspective.
Yeah.
Usually it's like, no, the aliens are going to stop us. In this case, it's like, no, humans are ridiculous creatures.
Yeah, that's why everybody fears Starfleet and the Federation. Everything,
Yep.
it's like,
Space orcs are coming.
it's like, so we threw a black hole into another black hole to create a torus because we could. just to see what would happen. Then we went through to the parallel universe on the other side, fought all the aliens there and stole all their technology, and then built another Taurus to come back.
Yeah, shit like that. Where it's like, you know, we're like from a death world that's like horribly, you know, poisonous and shit. You know, we're the ones, you know, we're eating poison and drinking like highly corrosive liquids.
Oh yeah, it's basically signs, you know, where the aliens are sulfuric, so water is fatal to them. They did the same thing in Space Above and Beyond.
But it isn't just like, we're just like, there was one that was like, this guy, this doctor, they just got a human crew member on this like, you know, kind of multi-species crew.
Right.
And the doctor was informed by other doctors, basically, not ever, like the way that they did medicine, they hooked up to sympathetic, basically, neurons that, like, basically let you experience the pain to like a, you know, cushion degree, so you could kind of feel what the patient was feeling and thereby treat them better.
Right.
But, he was warned very explicitly never to hook it up to a human. So they got their first human crewmate, and he's had migraines. This human has migraines. And so he was looking for basically an exemption to basically get out of work when he had a migraine. Like basically he's allowed to go have his migraine in peace.
Right.
The doctor had to authorize this, right? So the doctor, because he hadn't done a full checkup, decided to like basically have them do the checkup while he's there getting his like migraine paperwork. And the nurse hooked up the machine to the human and promptly fucking passes out. Like, keep in mind he's not having a migraine at the moment. He's just kind of existing. And the nurse passes out, and he's like, fuck. Eventually, he does hook into the human, and the volume of pain that he experiences from the human just existing, like, basically renders him unconscious for, like, 3 days or something. And he's reminded that you do not hook up the sympathetic system to humans because of their ridiculous pain tolerance. And he got his paperwork for his migraine. So it's like, it's just this really funny story.
As a ginger, I can confirm my daily 3 is other people's 6.
It's like basically just like how much pain like a human can tolerate compared to like these other aliens was just like ridiculous. Like kill other people. And he was just like, I cannot believe that this creature can exist like this. And he's just like, yeah, this is just my daily. This is just how I feel every day. They're just like, what? How do you exist? Like, how do you exist?
Gotta bring in my troops here.
Oops. I got my toggle locked off. Damn it.
Hold on, I ran out of end again. I'm still not getting blue drops.
I'm gonna need to work again. Anyway, that was one of my favorite stories before that I, you know, like, kind of, you know, obviously paraphrased, but it's one of my favorite stories that came out of that. But there's like a bunch of them like that. There's also like humans will pack bonds with anything. That's pretty funny. Stories come up with like the humans adopted some random alien as like, you know, their buddy and protects them, and it's like kind of seen the orders that they will go, you know, the length that they will go to protect something cute and small.
They keep collecting these small aliens.
Yeah, exactly. It's like these small aliens. Like there was one about this kid, like an alien kid, but his species was And he was told, like, by his family that, like, humans are super dangerous, don't get involved with them, they're bad news. But he makes friends with them and they start calling him, like, the Colonel. So, he's part of their, he becomes part of their pack, essentially is how he puts it. And the other alien boys who were picking on him get a schooling from the humans when they start trying to pick on him and their friends.
Oh Lord.
Because the humans are generally bigger and stronger than most of them, so it's pretty funny. But it's like, they like him because he looks like a bunny. So they consider him, like, you know, like their mascot or whatever, and it's a really amusing story.
It's a trap.
Huh?
Congrats!
Congrats.
Yay! Yay! But anyway, it's a lot of fun, these stories. I enjoy listening to them when they're on in the background. They're good. I don't know why we have to go into the sewers to go to the precinct, but okay. Wow.
It's the sewer precinct. Obviously.
Apparently.
Alright, there's 2 prisoners by the door. I don't know where you guys are going.
I went into the thing.
Alright, well, when you guys get to the door, there's two very high level prisoners here.
Ah! Yeah, just go into the mission. Just ignore them and go straight into the mission.
Go straight to hell. Do not pass go. Do not pass collect $200.
Hi, Radiant Darkness. I am alright. Hello, Wolf Wisecracks 11.
No, I've got a spammer.
Yeah, I got one of those too. It's held in Autobot right now.
I got it.
I hear. Sorry, viewers.
Yeah, I'm afraid these are the bad guys.
Right off the bat, I'm like,
Glonky has a zero tolerance policy for Arachnos. She will formally hit you with the back of her hammer.
we're just playing
Axe.
missions here in City of Heroes. It's just kind of casual play. If anybody wants to join in, they are more than welcome to. Play with viewers on this channel. Just casual. Nothing serious, any level of welcome. Not particularly judgy or anything.
Alright, I disarmed this bomb.
We don't care.
Speak for yourself, Glonky's amazing.
Yeah, well, Vera really isn't. Yeah, I can sit there and judge. Well, that's totally fine. My newbies, I would love many of them. We've been playing this game since it was live. I'm just not on a character that's very good.
We've been playing it since
Our plan
we've been playing it since
is that
we've been playing it since the Calvin Scott Task Force and Aurora Borealis was Sister Psych.
Yep.
I'm a walking corpse.
We are on Torch Mirror.
Yep.
We play every Monday at this time, and
Aha.
Everybody's welcome.
Just I'm the last bomb!
Last bomb.
Careful when you go up there. There are things there.
Oh, there sure are. Cat suddenly just launched himself off my chair. Now cat. Now cat just like, woo!
Gas the spiders.
You can move your character if you want to. You can just create a new one. Like I said, we're really cool power leveling you. You can move characters for free. It doesn't cost you anything.
It will cost you nothing.
Guessing there is nothing up here.
There's got to be somebody. Oh,
Did you find something?
nope, never mind. It looks as though there are prisoners inside the cells, though. They have red arrows on them.
Yeah. There's a couple bad guys right here. Ah, prismatic ether obtained.
Nitty.
Nifty indeed.
No, I said,
You know, what the fuck is a police station doing in a sewer?
Yeah, torchbearer. That's right.
That is a very good question. Where the hell did that say? Strange.
It's like a TARDIS sewer precinct, I guess. I don't know.
The TARDIS is just smaller than it looks on the outside. That's no.
No, it's bigger on the inside.
Doodles, do you have a pocket dimension? She's like, I have a pocket dementia.
Yes, this is the gets worse again. You let me know.
Da 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 da
Hey,
da
Officer
da.
Crow. He's over here, apparently.
This is precinct isolated sewers.
Pfft.
Who are all the voices? Right now, there is myself, and then there's
Mac Paladin on Twitch.
And then there is Riker, who is my mod and one of our frequent co-players here. You can say hi, Riker. And then there is Raldrist, who's also one of our frequent players. Say hi. Woo woo!
Dr. Torment, I presume. Glonky's here.
The characters currently are Glonky, which is Mac's character, Jeremiah, which is Riker's character, and Dr. Torment, which is Raldrist's character.
That's right.
And
Glonky sounds a lot like Dr. Torment. Or not Dr. Torment, Dr. Girlfriend. I messed up the joke. Because that's what I do.
We have good bondage here in this city. Alright, Jasper. Okay. Cool. All you have to do now is just send me a tell. Send it to you may have to grab our friend. Oh, thank you for the follow, RoboChuck85. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
I don't know if you want to follow me as well, but of course I am Mac Paladin on Twitch, so.
I will. Oh, and Wolfwise Crack 11. Thank you so much for the follow. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much.
Sadly, my camera has decided today that it is not compatible with Mac OS. Boy.
Why do I feel like my small
There, that's my ghost streamer. One of the voices.
That's right.
If you want to join in, all you gotta do is send me a tell. Farah is my character currently. I believe it's just Farah. It's Farah only. I think it's just Farah. Yeah, it is just Farah. Thank you for the resub, Radiant Darkness. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you for getting those bubbles going. We love the bubbles around here.
Tiny bubbles.
Tiny bubbles.
And you all can throw fruit at me from the from this by using your bits. It was a run by fruiting. I saw the whole thing.
Yes, indeed. How do you send a tell? You're gonna go slash. So, like, hold on a second. Let me.
Your, her global handle is @bashkitty.
Well, yeah, I think because Wolfwise Cracks is a little new to the game, it's not sure how to actually send a tell. So it's actually like slash T and then the name and then a comma, I think. I don't usually end up sending many tells. I think it is. Yeah, it's like it's slash T. Let's see if I can do this. Ignore the thing. It's just so that slash T. In this case, it would be Farah, comma. So like this. Dash. If you give me your handle, then I might your character's name, then I can try to send you a tell. Ah, there we go. Hopefully that works. There we go. Ta-da! Now, you will have to is it the same as your handle? Okay.
I'm over here just chilling. Time for the Ouroboros teleporter.
See if I can find. I can't find Wolfwise Cracks as a name.
On account of villainy. Which is hilarious because one of the characters just burped as soon as I said that.
It's like it's a bit old in terms of how it does things. I need the character's name.
Woo! Hey, thanks for the follow, Robocheck. All right. I'm making the heart sign with my hands, even though my camera is not functional right now.
See if that works. Let's see. I'm trying to send a towel, but I have to have it as exactly as whatever your character. You have to also be in game. I don't know if you're logged in right now. Are you logged into Torchbearer right now? Your hero name is unknown. Is unknown Knight 1.
All right. I'm just being silly.
Trying to message you, but it's not, doesn't seem to be working.
Wait, what happens if I'm a robot? Well, it'll burn you alive from the inside out. It's really quite painful. I'm just boot goofing.
Get you in here. Let's see if I can search. Knight is not a name of anybody on the server. Unknown One Knight, is that you? Oh my god, what ink? What is it, wink or what? Thank you so much for the read. Hello, hi Dark Cyanide. Hello, how are you all? Oh my god, hi. Thank you for bringing your community over. I am Shadowsmith, the evil space cat. Right now I'm playing City of Heroes with some friends of mine, including my co-streamer Mac Paladin and Roldrist and Riker. Hi, welcome. What were you doing
Yarr.
for this?
I have ads. No.
Yeah, no. Snooze that. Hello, everyone. How was the stream? How are you all doing? What's up tonight? Just waiting for a new friend to get into the team. I hope everyone is doing well tonight. We are currently playing City of Heroes, which is a superhero MMO. It is a retro superhero MMO. And we play with viewers if anybody happens to play City of Heroes.
That's right, and we got the Skibbity Riz.
Torchbearer.
That's right, and we got the Skibbity Riz.
Farah. And we've got a scrapper. We've got, I don't know, what is Glonky?
Glonky is an Arachnos. It's an epic archetype.
Hey, buddy.
It's the Arachnos epic archetype. So she is. She's an Arachnos soldier.
Community over here. Appreciate it. Well, how are you? How was your stream?
Specifically, she is a Bane Spider soldier and Bane Spider training with training and gadgets. It's a very complicated power set. Built by a guy we no longer speak of. I think
Bonus,
it's.
could you grab one unknown knight from the tram once they're here? So.
I think it's.
Because they are level 7 and are not going to survive the trap. Thank you.
I thought sidekicking an exemplar went across zones now.
It does, but I think it would just be safer.
Yeah. Now watch this. Now you notice how I have like gears and bolts and stuff popping off of me? Now watch how funny this is.
That is pretty funny.
Is Glonky an android?
You could have had a barf email. Or a barf.
I thought they did.
Yeah, a barf email would be funny as hell.
Alright, let's go take out these Sky Raiders. Oh,
Hold on, I gotta summon my minions, dang it.
Fantasy all day long. I assume that's Final Fantasy. That's Final Fantasy. Is that Final Fantasy? Or am I completely off base? There's nothing down here. This is clearly the way. Oh, fire farming. Ah, fire farming. Okay, so you were also a City of Heroes player then. Ah, fire farming. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I still love just faffing around doing missions. I don't do much farming. Although Mac used to do farming.
I did. Still took forever to get to level 50 on my first try. Well, if I had a good nuking defender,
Oh, on it. Yeah, well, that's cool. You were from Live too. Yeah, we were also on Live back in the day.
see with
I actually got back into this game.
yep, took about 6 months of.
We have an ad incoming. So if anybody needs to grab like some water or something, let me know if you wanna, if you have a Prime sub you wanna throw it to get rid of those ads. Do feel free.
Ah, it's a good thing you put him in the Tesla cage because all my shit turned off. Yeah, it's 50. They were talking about raising it to 60 because Homecoming wants to do something with Calicity Falls.
Yes.
But they haven't gotten around to it yet because that's a major overhaul. Like creating filling an entire zone that was never completed is a pretty monumental undertaking. Yeah.
Especially for like a volunteer team, like that's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's different when they add new mission types and cause like the rogue level generator to make new maps. Why did you go back up as the elevator?
I did not mean to click that. I clicked my bad. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you very much. We got a couple of those. That's one of those situations. Hey, good night, Wood Ink. Enjoy.
Wait up, everybody! Wait up! Wait up for Glonky! I can't do the smoker voice too much. It makes me gag. Hello, boys. Do you think I'm sexy? A siren is having, the prompt being, a siren is having a bit of a problem admitting that she's a little past it. Hey boys, come on over by my rock.
Alright. Oh, it seems that we found a lot of them here.
Oh wow, we ran past a lot of dudes here. Oh, there's my ding. There's a bunch of dudes over here to the left, where I'm standing.
A bunch of dudes up here, too.
Stupid shield bot.
Good night, buddy. Thank you so much for your communicator.
Hooray!
Yeah! Level. Yay!
Oh man.
Oh man, there's a whole bunch of guys over there.
Oh hey, Officer Crow. Holy crow! I'm gonna gas him.
Here we go.
I believe there's a large group below us.
There's a bunch over here, too.
Which way was I?
Over here.
Which way was I facing?
Down this little hallway, there's a lot of them down here. We missed all those kids. It's all the guys over by the thing where we missed. They don't trigger immediately, but they're all over here.
I'm having like a moment.
I'm trying to remember. It's like we're learning again how to play Regen's Rapper. Oh, you may have, but we always played on Torch Torchbearer.
Oh come on.
You played with maybe like Molly Mock and Mac at some point, because like I don't think I've actually had the pleasure. I'm usually too tired by the time I get to stream.
Alright.
Alright.
There's gotta be more of them, cause...
Yeah, well there was like another set of elevators.
Right, but it's defeat Officer Crow and guard, so that just means clear this floor.
Well, did we find Officer Crow?
Yeah, he had dialogue and everything. I said, oh, hello, Officer Crow.
Okay. I guess this... Well, there's more dudes over here. Hello, guys. How you doing?
Hey, boys. I am.
We make a cat tune on a different server. I
There it is. Whee!
I don't know, maybe. I don't even
Just not more recharge right
I know I
Nice.
have characters on a couple of different servers. I think I have one on Everlasting and one on another server. I had like kind of like a cowboy cat tune at one point, but I can't remember if that was on live or not. My brain is an absolute box of cats right now.
What is it up there?
Here? It's not that hot. Like today's high was like 18. It's more the box of cats from having my face decide to blow like a balloon.
Yes, it is. It is.
Alright.
Carrot and potato hot snoo. What the? Oh boy! Now we've switched to Nazis. Why is it
Come
all?
on, we gotta get some Nazi butt kicking in. Come on, it's like an absolute requirement.
Oh boy, Nazis.
Yeah, that's right.
I think I beat Dr. Torment on a gymnast. She's a real ninja for a character.
Fortunately, Dr. Torment can kidnap anyone who can't make it to the sewers on their own. Yeah,
And yes, I did just quote GI Robot from Creature Commandos.
maybe. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I have you on global too. Like, I'm not sure.
It's like, oh, we don't need to check everybody.
Like, yeah, you have me on global.
I don't think there's any.
We'll run together at some point in time somewhere.
I don't think there's any Nazis here. Sounds like something a Nazi would say.
Yeah, I see you there. Are you on Torchbearer right now? Am I able to? Oh, I totally can.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're in the right place since they're full of shit.
Nazis are, yeah.
Yeah, Nazis in sewers? Yeah. Woohoo. Be careful, they.
I have a couple of cat characters.
Yeah, be careful. They might disguise themselves and float right on by. It's like,
Alice is my character. I think also my yeah, I'm kidding. And Bash too.
oh my god. Are we bringing a defender on now?
Violet Runner is joining us.
No, I was asking if Riker was changing.
No, we're just talking about kitty characters.
Oh. Well, just be careful not to get too messed up, lest you become an experiment of Dr. Torment. Our healer is an Eidolon. Most likely studied under Dr. Buzzsaw. Why am I getting cooked here? Here. Eat electricity, you sons of bitches! Cotus Baratas! No!
Well, you
I said your damn words. Mostly. Yeah, I said your damn words. Mostly. Which is funny because those are the same words from the day the Earth stood still.
Probably the callback there.
Mm-hmm. It means that goose-stepping Nazis should spend more time reading books instead of burning them.
That's okay. I appreciate the consideration. I appreciate that you turn them off to like save everyone from particle blindness. But if you need them on, do please turn them on.
Right? I'm pretty much quoting every action movie that involves Nazis at this point. Indiana Jones, Creature Commandos. Right? It did. I'm sad to say I don't remember any Red Skull lines from Captain America. Every time we fight the Council or the Fifth Column, I'm all about that.
I mean, I gotta get some Nazi left in the end here.
Damn right. I'm out of end!
You Skywalkers, CR.
Woo!
Did I just call you Skywalker?
SW for short. God, so many people were so up in arms about Rafi Musiker referring to Picard as JL.
Okay, cool. Oh, looks like Jeremiah went down.
Hold up. Snake Girl Arachno Soldier is on her way.
Rat burgers. Talking Demolition Man.
That's an MDK. A murder, death, kill. You really licked his ass.
Really matched his meat.
He doesn't know about the 3 seashells. I feel like that's an appropriate line since we're in the sewers. A cat with dog pets.
The aligned Dominion everywhere. It is a great movie. It is absolutely a fantastic movie.
Well, after the restaurant wars, all restaurants became Taco Bell.
Yep.
Uh-oh. No!
Not good for you is bad, hence illegal.
to hit them all with the frag grenade. Since that's what they like to do to me.
Now remember, I would keep it until they heal. That time, and I
Bad doggy, sit. Oh man. Defeat Archon Asunta, emphasis on ass. John Spartan, you have been fined 1 credit for a better yet, John Spartan, you have been filed 1/2 credit for a sotto voce violation of the verbal morality statute. And that, by the way, that line, you miss it if you don't pay attention because he curses under his breath and the fine meter says it way in the background.
Yeah.
He's fined a 1/2 credit for us.
Somebody walks up to it and just starts like cursing it out to get 12 people.
Yeah.
It's like the fucking best.
I'm gonna have to head out.
Okie dokie. Thank you for being here.
Well, we got quite a crew going, so
Yep. I've got to go now apparently to the Detective Miller.
Detective Miller.
I need to go. I think that's at the. Is that at the station? Does anybody want to train?
Niagara Falls. Slowly I turn, inch by inch, step by step.
Okay, let's go over to the trainer and everybody who needs to can train.
Oh no, okay, Violet Runner, thanks for coming.
Would you be so kind as to deliver our friends to the trainer?
Certainly.
Alright.
Well,
We're just going. I need to go and clear the target from the Detective Miller before I can get more missions because it wants us to do the big mission that you get if you do enough missions. I just don't really want to do the big mission. I'm just gonna
let's do the big mission. Come on, we gotta do the bank robbery.
You want to do the bank robbery?
Yeah. We haven't done one for...
Okay.
We haven't done one for an age.
Yeah, but we're gonna train first, and then we'll do it. Anybody who needs to run, you're more than welcome to go. Thank you very much for joining us. We really appreciate it. We hope you come back again and join us next week.
Damn it, I want pictures of Spider-Man! What's like... I'm gonna touch the glowy. Hopefully it doesn't blow me up. I got a temporary power! What did I get? Ooh. It's got a neat icon. Old school vision screen effect.
Yeah, so you see everything in black and white.
Apparently it does not work.
I see the one like a puppy.
Apparently it does not work.